So Barks and Bloom started about a year ago, and the way that it happened is it was not intentional. I did not plan on starting a business that advocated on behalf of pit bull type dogs, but Jonathan, my husband, and I were at a gathering, and there were going to be about 100 of our friends and family, and um, we have experienced whenever we're out in public, we always have to give some sort of disclaimer, some sort of caveat that she's nice, she's sweet, she's loving, and she's not going to hurt you. And so instead of us having to do that all night, we wanted something that would just allow people, to just like treat her like any other dog. And so I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, what can I do? What can I do? And so I thought of the flower collar, and so I just made it only for this event, for this one event. And before we took her to the event, we ended up taking her actually to the vet and had the collar on her, and everyone was freaking out over it. Like, they wanted to take pictures with her. They wanted to like put her up on their Facebook, and I was like, whoa, like why is everyone flipping out over this collar? But it was just cool because for the first time I felt secure. Like going out in public and not having to give some sort of disclaimer like, oh, my dog's nice and she'll be sweet to you and not hurt you. And instead, it was just like the collar did all the work. And so then that night we had the gathering, and it was amazing. I mean, no one was scared of the dog. If anything, they were just admiring her, how beautiful she was, and the collar that she was wearing. And so, yeah, that's what happened initially. And then after that, Jonathan and I just realized that there was power in the collar. There was this tremendous amount of color that allowed people to see the dog for who they really were. Like, was able to see Cleo for who she really is. And so, um, yeah, and so then I just thought of, how could we get this collar out there? And mainly because people at the party were asking me, where could I buy a collar? Like, where'd you get this collar? And I was like, I made it. And so after that, that spurred on the idea of maybe starting a small business. And so initially I was just thinking maybe something small, just, a few collars here and there for people who really want them. And then we realized the demand was high and that people loved the idea. And then that's how it became a full fledged business.